Howdy, Possum Patty here, and I'm junk journaling. So come on along. What I'm doing today, and I started this yesterday, was trying to figure out how I could just finish off my Boho Trash and Treasures Cosmic Smash Book without making it too much fatter, because it was too fat to begin with, and then I glued this little diorama on the back page, so now it really doesn't close. So I came up with a plan, and the first thing I was doing was going through and gluing pages together, and I did that in a few places. Probably can't find them now. Oh, here. So I glued this paper with the flower pattern on it to this green page, so that eliminates 2 pages in here that I have to do. And I did that in a few more places. I don't know where they are now. And then in some other places I had this thin paper like this that I was doing journaling on, and I cut this off and I just glued that down, and that eliminates 2 more pages from there. And I glued these 2 pages together, and I glued, did I glue that on there? No, that was there. So that's what I've been doing, gluing some pages together and trying to do some flat journaling and just putting in some image. And as soon as I have something on every page, I might go back and add just a little bit more fun to each page. I did complete a few pages. The first page, this was like a tuck, and I had a little journaling pad in there, which is so cute, but I'm taking it out. I'll put it in the next journal because it'll be too fat if I fill it up. And I'm making a very thin card to put in there, which is drying somewhere here on the desk, and I'll find it in a few minutes. And then on this page, on the back of this journaling card, I just put one little picture that I took at an Audubon camp in Connecticut. And I put some information about this kind of butterfly on the background of the page, nice and flat. Didn't add anything to this page. This is how it was. That came out of a book about insects. And on this page, I had this image for a long time. I just thought it was so cute. The little girl with her umbrella and her boots. And I put part of a poem from E.E. Cummings called In Just Spring, when the world is mud luscious. It's spring when the world is puddle wonderful. So I love that. The world is mud luscious and puddle wonderful, especially if you're 3 years old, I guess. So I got to put something there, and I got to put something inside this little tuck. I'm not going to take that off. And I think I'm going to just put an image on this page, keep that as flat as it is. And on this page, let's see, I glued down, this is from the Delaware Art Museum, because I love this sculpture called the Crying Giant. And I might add something to this page, maybe a flower or something, after I get everything in here. And this card was already in this pocket, but I decorated the front some more. I put a scrap of paper and some ribbon, and then I just made a little rosette of stuff that I already had made. And I added another elephant, because this page is going to be all about elephants. I have a little elephant on that side. And I put an elephant sticker up there. And on the back of this journaling card, I put this photograph. And you can see there's an elephant statue on a very tall pole in front of a historic building called the Elephant Hotel. And this is now the Town Hall in Somers, New York. And I wrote a little story here about it, because when I was a kid, going to Grandma's house meant driving by the elephant. The historical Elephant Hotel is now the Town Hall in Somers, New York. Somers is the cradle of the American circus. This is where Bailey, as in Barnum and Bailey, who built the hotel, first bought an elephant for farm work, but wound up touring with Old Bet, the elephant's name, And this was the first type of touring in this country. So this farmer bought this elephant to do some farm work, but people kept coming to look at it, and he got the idea just to take the elephant on tour. And that's kind of how the touring circus in America started. And I remember the elephant because that's where we used to take a turn on the highway going to Grandma's house. So I put that story in there. And on this page, there's a picture of the Barnum Museum elephant. And if you look closely underneath the elephant, there's my son when he was probably 3 or 4. And this flying elephant was already on this page. And it had these wings. So I added wings to the elephant on the journaling card. And these are dragonfly wings because this is a dragonfly on the card and not a butterfly. So we have dragonfly wings. And I'm probably going to add something down here. Not too bulky, but I'll just add a little something. Or write something about the Barnum Museum, which is in Bridgeport, Connecticut. And I glued 2 pages together here. And these I had already done. And I just did these pages. This is my Grandma Ruth fishing, because spring is a time to go fishing. And there is a fish that I cut out from a brochure, which is under this pile of stuff. Identification Guide to Pennsylvania Fishes. And it's got some really cool fish pictures in here. So this is like something you get for free, and you just hang on to it, and you can use it like ephemera, because the pictures are really pretty, and you just cut them out and stick them on. So there. And I added just some scrap paper in the background, and this purple and blue ribbon, which I got at the yard sale. And this, I love this ribbon, this white ribbon with the little flowers along the edge. And this was part of my yard sale finds. It's not a full roll, but I love it, I love it, I love it. And I'll be using that up for sure. And on this side, I took this illustration out of the Peterson's magazine I got, like 1892 or whatever it is. And it says, "For Ruth's sake." And that's my grandmother's name, so I cut this image out. And I glued it down and just put a little sparkly Mod Podge over the top of it, because it is over 100 years old, and I wanted to protect it in the book. And I finished this page, and I put a page from a I think this is a 1965 almanac, or 69. I had 2 almanacs. And this was Mother's Day 2021, and my son gave me this special soap that comes with a black agate in the middle of it. It's called Darkmoon Soap. And I put some sparkly Mod Podge over the almanac page, and I put a little piece of this material that has stars and moons on it, and I put it so that the moon was peeking through the little window in the box that the soap came in. And since this is sparkly material, I added this sparkly dark blue ribbon and just a couple pieces of yarn for fun. I gotta put something on this page. And these pages are already completed, so I have to find something for there. And these are done. So I'm not going to change the pages that are done. So on this one, like I said, I ripped out this page and just glued that down. So that eliminates 2 pages, because I would have had a journal on both sides. And these are finished. And so here, I will probably just rip this and glue that down, and that'll take 2 pages away. I don't have to journal on there. And second signature, I'll probably do the same with that page. And this page, maybe I'll just glue that one down there. And nothing wants to stay and hold that card closed. So I have a page there to do, and one there. Oh, and on the peacock feather page, I got this also out of the old Peterson's magazine, and it was just a poem about peacock feathers. And this is, like I said, this is really over 120 years old. It was a beautiful little poem about the peacock feather. And I had a journaling card in this pocket over here. And I took that out because that was kind of heavy. And I put in a real peacock feather. Now this is one I got at the yard sale the other day. I don't think I showed that in my haul because when I get feathers I have to put them up high in the closet and close the door because of the cats, because they'll take them, chew on them. So that's what I did there. And I think I talked about this one the other day, my nuthatch. I might add something to that one, I'm not sure. So I got 2 pages there and 1 there. Oh, and I did this page last night. And I had gotten this material from Walmart. And it has a funky black edge like this. And I thought, well, that would be really cool to be like the end of a mermaid's tail. Except for when you do that, then the scales are going the wrong way. But that's okay, I did it anyway. Scales should be going this way. Where's the material? The scales should be going this way and not that way, but that's okay. And May is Mer-May. It's a mermaid month. So here's 4 bathing beauties. All sisters, many years ago. With their bikinis on. And I added some of these little mermaid bubbles that I got at the Dollar Tree. And this one I had already done. Oh, and I saw this beetle on my front porch. It reminded me of a bumblebee because it was kind of yellow and black. And I've never seen one before, so I looked it up, and it was a carrion beetle. And usually these are like the cleanup crew of the forest. And when something dies, they'll go and clean it up. And I'll probably add maybe a little something to this page, but I just slapped that down there for now. And this is going to get glued there, and that's it. So I'm just going to call that a video for right now. And then I will go back and finish up some of these pages and come back and show you it, hopefully totally done. So thanks for coming along today. Happy junk journaling. Bye-bye now.